Have you set a goal for yourself? You get super excited, super pumped, you work really hard to try to achieve it, and then all of a sudden you realize that the original goal that you wanted may not really be your goal after all. Today we're going to take a look at why it's okay to readjust your goals and how to do it. And knowing that will help you transform your life. So as many of you know, I set a challenge for myself to record a new YouTube video every day for 365 days. And I was doing fantastic. And then I realized I need to make an adjustment. And what that was so far I was having great success. I had lots of videos planned, I knew what I was doing. But the more I researched, the more I realized that quantity is one thing, but quality is another. And what was happening is every day, each of these videos would take at least a couple hours, about a half hour to plan what I'm going to talk about, roughly about another half hour to record, another half hour to edit, and then another half hour to post. And so my mind was dedicated to a single task for 2 hours just for the sake of this challenge. And what I realized was even though my skills were growing, I wasn't producing what I wanted to. My productivity and all my other projects was going down, and I was spending so much time on this. Plus, the more research I was doing, I was realizing that there's so many tips and tricks that I can do to produce something that's even better. So I realized that I need to renegotiate the goal that I set for myself, and I wanted to walk you guys through that process. So first off, I think it's important to know what the difference between giving up on a goal and making an adjustment to a goal is. Now, giving up on something says that you tried it, it didn't work for you, and you were just done with it. But if you really are committed to doing something, you need to make little course adjustments as you go along. And that's what I realized I needed to do. If you are a listener of the GYST podcast, you know one of the things that we talk about a lot are the differences between reasons and excuses. See, an excuse is blaming something external. You don't understand, it's not my fault. It's really this, or this, all these external things. But when you give a reason for wanting to change something, what you're doing is you are accepting responsibility for it. And so that's the first thing that you need to do is understand what you're doing is not an excuse, but a reason. If it is an excuse, then leave the goal and change it to something completely different. But if you're truly committed, let's take a look at what some of those reasons are. Write them down, take a look at what obstacles came up, and then make those fine-tuned adjustments based off your reasons. Once you know you're ready to make adjustments to your goal, you want to make sure that they're a SMART goal. So I reached out to my nieces for a little help on what a SMART goal is.
Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, timely. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Aren't they cute? But what they said is absolutely true. If you're going to redefine your goal or make fine-tuned adjustments to your goal, what you want to do is make sure that it's a SMART goal. By doing those things, what you're doing is you are defining the set of rules that you need to follow. And by following those rules, what you're doing is you're making it easier for you in the long term, because now you know you've set the boundaries that you need to play within. So what I've renegotiated with myself is instead of doing a new video every day for the next 365 days, what I'm going to do instead is do 3 a week. And what that does is that allows me one day to just study or work on other projects, or just not even do anything related to this and give my mind that little mental break. And then it's going to give me one day of recording and another day of editing. See, what I realized was that I was doing everything so quickly for the sake of fitting it in this time schedule. Not only was I producing something that I wasn't proud of, but it was rushed and not the best experience for you guys. The real reason why I'm doing all this is to help everyone. And if I'm so ingrained with this idea that I need to do a new video every day, and I need to sacrifice the content and the quality of that content for you, that's something that I don't want to do. So again, it's okay to renegotiate with yourself on goals, as long as you do it intelligently. Make sure it's because of a valid reason and not just an excuse. Make sure you're making fine-tuned adjustments and not a complete overhaul. Do those things and you'll be transforming your life in no time.